Good morning.
Good morning.
Wonderful morning to you.
KMRL 90.3 FM radio station presents
The Classy C and Crazy Chris Morning Show.
Good morning. This is Classy C, and I'm here with
Crazy Chris.
And we're here for the Classy C and Crazy Chris Morning Show. Good morning, Marlin.
Yeah, we're here. It is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday in the hood. It's Thursday in the hood. It's Thursday in the hood. When you got the stop sign with foliage over it, but you got somebody to clear it off for good.
It's Thursday.
Just trying to be funny.
Good morning.
Just trying to be funny.
That's Crazy Chris. He's trying to be funny.
Wow.
He's trying to be funny.
It is Thursday. Can't believe this.
Yes, it's Thursday.
Wow.
One more day until the weekend. Friday.
Yes, one more day.
The big Friday.
Wow, look at this. It's the 27th of September.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
The month is winding down.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So,
it went fast, but it's going slow going out. I think it went out fast.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. You think it did?
Yeah.
Well, it's a short month because it's only 30 days.
Yeah, but I still think it went by very fast.
Well, I don't know.
Looked like one day it was the first. Next thing I knew was the 15th.
But ain't they all like that?
Yeah. Not really. Sometimes they go kind of slow to me. But this one went pretty fast.
Well, I'm feeling okay. I mean, it's just first thing in the mornings I feel a little bit under the weather, but I think I know I don't have no flu or anything like that, but I may be trying to get a cold, but I'm kind of battling it too. My sinuses, so I may sound a little funny on the air today with my voice, but
yeah.
I don't have no sore throat or anything like that. I just feel like my head is a little congested, and I've been, you know how that is this time of year when the temperature changes. I think it's because the temperature changed so quick.
Yeah,
we've been so hot, and now we have been cool, and it made my head get kind of.
Yeah, it does me like that too.
I will say it did go a whole lot better not running the AC last night. You know, like we usually do.
Yeah.
I did have to put on the little fan last night, so that kind of helped out a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't have the AC on. Because you love your AC.
I do, but when I'm feeling like this, I kind of feel a little warm now, even in here in the studio. But I'm all right. I feel better. I think I feel better today than I did yesterday, kind of. Does that make sense? So.
Okay.
You said okay.
I know you said you wasn't feeling really good.
No, I've had better, but like I say, I think I'm optimistic that I will get over it. Good thing is we are going to be posting our first upload today. That's good.
Yeah.
Our recording from yesterday, folks, will be on the YouTube channel soon, later today. And then I guess today's show will probably be on by tomorrow. It depends. It takes some time to edit and stuff. But we're excited about it, about the new equipment they installed. Works good.
Yeah, it did come out pretty good.
Works pretty good.
When we listened to it over again.
So we are satisfied with it. And they are working on it as we speak. They are in the process of getting it uploaded and published to YouTube. So it will take them some time. No big deal.
Really?
So here we are, Thursday. So yesterday, Classy C, we had a very interesting day on the air.
Yes, we did.
Very productive. We've had people calling in. We've been talking about a very heated subject matter, I would call it, concerning this police chief decision. You wouldn't think it was such a big deal unless you knew the whole full story, which you'll do. So is this under my understanding that so we're going to re-talk about this today, We said we would. We had people asked that they wanted us to retouch this subject matter today. I guess maybe somebody else is going to be calling in. Now, we put a memo out there. We said you could start calling in. The phone lines are going to be open, 254-275-7476, once we go to the first song break. If you want to get on the air, you want to talk about what's going on here in Marlin with the interim police chief situation, we want to hear from you. Yesterday we had Newsman 3 call in, and it was great. We talked with him for a little while, and he had quite a bit to say, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And he had some good points and good ideals. Just caring for his peoples.
His women's, as he said.
Yes. So we are inviting you to call in again. When the first song break comes on, phone lines will be open. And when you call in, we'll answer the phone. We'll put you on hold. We'll let you know, put you on hold. And then when we'll patch you in as soon as the song break's over so we can see what's on your mind.
And like I asked, please call in so you can let your voices be heard.
Yeah, really. This is important for your city, your community. And if you ain't being heard, then maybe the people that need to be hearing it probably don't think it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. So this may give them some reconsiderations.
Yeah.
And they may say, oh, we didn't think it was such a big idea, but obviously a lot of people do.
Looked like they had narrowed it down to that Zachary guy. Last night when I was looking at the news, they didn't have Ricky Skaman still on there.
What?
They had Zachary. And they were saying that they will have, I think, a meeting tomorrow. I don't know what time it is. If anybody knows what time they are having the call meeting concerning the chief of police, please call in and let us know so we can put it out there for everybody to know.
That's indeed correct.
Yeah.
So, okay, wow. So, Class C, what do you think is the best ideal for this situation?
The thing I was saying, I don't know what's the tenure of some of the police officers that we have, if they're qualified to be the chief or they're just starting out or what. But I wonder why we couldn't get an interim from within our own agency. You know, it's just a temporary position until they find the chief of police that they're looking for.
You know how long that might take.
Well,
could be a while for something like that.
What about an ex-chief of police that was here? Maybe they can get somebody that used to be the chief.
And how far do they have to go back for that?
To come back. They've had other chiefs of police.
Well, I know, but I'm saying how far?
What you mean?
You know, how long has that been? I mean, because, you know, we had Chief Darren for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
but
so you'd have to go back before him, right?
Before him.
That's what I'm saying. How long? How far? You'd have to go back at least, 5-6 years worth of people?
Yeah, probably.
If they are even still around or even want to consider that.
Yeah, if they do.
It would be interesting if we had any former police chiefs that are still living here in Marlin. I don't know if we do.
We just have one, as I know of, Marion Humphrey. He used to be the chief of police.
I'm going to tell you who I think.
One time.
Since you say it's a temporary position, I'm going to tell you right now, this is just strictly my opinion, I'll tell you who I think they should go ahead and offer the position to.
Who was that?
And we wouldn't have, and I don't think anybody in this city would have a problem with it.
Who was that?
Sheriff Kirk Bonnell.
Oh, that would be good.
Now, if he could do it for temporary.
I wonder if he would be interested.
Now, he would be a good candidate to take over this temporary position so they could get stuff situated. We know he's got a good track record, you know, and that, to me, in my opinion, would be the best person I could think of. And he's local.
Yes.
So, you know.
If he would be interested in taking it.
Somebody needs to plant a little seed up in his ear.
Yeah, I didn't even think about being out.
See, Crazy Chris got some good ideas sometimes.
But I think he already has some position that he's in now since he's retired.
Other than tended to the cows?
No, he has a position. He's a consultant or something for some somebody they were talking about in church one day.
Well, I still think he could do it.
Yeah.
If they're willing to let...
He would be
If
great.
they're willing to let Skaman, who's over the sheriff, do the...
Really?
Yeah, obviously, Bunnell could do his job in this, too, I'm sure. It's not like he's got to stay in that office 24/7.
Yeah.
They just got to kind of oversight and see what's going on. And I think he would be a good candidate for that.
Yeah, I think so. I hadn't even thought about that. I couldn't imagine who you were thinking about. But, yeah, he would be great. He must not have been interested in it because he would have applied. Well, maybe they should go to him and ask.
You know,
because
sometimes people are so busy they're not even paying attention to what's going on.
And even the city councilman, Scotty, that's his first cousin's husband. Look like he should put his name out there.
Well, like I say, sometimes people's heads are not ringing. It's not buzzing. And I didn't think of it either until a little bit earlier last night, when I was just thinking about these things. And I say, there's got to be somebody else locally that could do this. And I started to think, and it just popped up, and it's like a little voice said, Sheriff Bunnell Kirk, we know he's retired, but this is temporary. Maybe he don't mind coming in the spotlight just for a little while, just to hold things down. And I think we would have a lot better feeling in the city.
Oh, yeah.
For a while. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Is there anybody else out there who have thought about him as the interim police chief? And we're putting his name out there. We don't know if he wants to do that.
No, but I think we should contact him and tell him.
No, we shouldn't. It's not our duty to do that. The city should contact him.
True.
And then bring it to us,
Well, yeah,
if they
you
have
gotta go to the proper channel.
maybe they have contacted him. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I doubt it, because I think he would do it.
I don't know.
He's passionate about his community.
Yes, he is.
So I think if he was really offered the position, they would. But I think whoever was behind this, they just said, hey, let's just pull out these two dudes.
Well, those guys, I guess they had applied.
Maybe they were only two that applied.
That's
and they
what
figure,
I'm saying.
well, we have to pick somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing. Still, they should have rejected it based on the accusations that are pending on them. I say pending because nothing has been formally charged, right?
No.
Everything's
but
still
the other guy, they say he resigned behind sexual harassment charges. They had the article in there, but the internet was slow. I couldn't pull it up.
But technically, neither one of them have been charged with a crime yet. It's just an accusation, right?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe in a pending status, you can't be held responsible for that either.
Yeah, but still, what would you want? You have the right to pick who you want.
Hello.
And even though those people may apply, don't mean you have to accept them.
Well, right now we're on the air.
So, I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
I just think that even though they may have applied, don't mean you have to accept them. You always have the right to choose whoever you want to choose.
Yeah.
That's just like if people applying for jobs. They don't just pick the first person that applies. Sometimes they don't pick any of them. And if those were the only two that apply, they still could say the position is open and we are looking for an interim police chief and put it out there. They didn't have to pick those two. I don't care if they were the only two that applied.
Well, they should have took their time.
Really?
You can't rush into these things.
Really?
So, so there you have it. We are getting ready to go to our first song break. Mm-hmm. We want to go ahead and get some calls in from you, see what you feel about what we talk about. And my what I brought up is a good ideal.
Yeah.
If you have a suggestion, or you know somebody that would be a good candidate, let's hear about it. Or what's your thoughts and viewpoints on the current situation? So, you are listening to the Classy C
and Crazy Chris
morning show.
Yes.
And we're going to go to our first song break. So keep it locked into the Yellow
Rose of Texas.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe it.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. First song break. Go ahead and phone lines are open 254-275-7476. Let your voice be heard.
Come on, Marlin. Call in and let your voice be heard.
All right. Song break. We'll be back.
We'll be back. Okay, we're back.
All right, we are back. We're just having a lot of technical difficulties here today with the programming.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Oh, Lord, I tell you, it's something all the time, isn't it, folks?
Yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, it's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but we are trying to get it fixed. That's what we're trying to do right now. They are working on it as we are talking.
Yes, and we are going to be talking while they're working on it. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess we can.
This is going to be fun.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, what we can do, we'll go into the announcements.
Yeah, let's.
We haven't done the announcements for this morning, so while they're working on that, we'll try to see if we can get some announcements out there for you. Okay. This is the 15th annual Worldwide Day of Play, and that's going to be this Saturday, September the 29th, 2018. It's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's free admissions. There will be games, vendors, fun, and food. Donations are accepted, but they're not required. The location of this event is at St. Paul AME Church, 400 Alcott Street, here in Marlin, Texas. And that's right at the junction of Park and Burton Streets. Okay, the sponsors for this event is Faith, Hope, and Charity, Apple Sport, Chevy and Ford, Dairy Queen, HEB, Lions Club, McDonald's, Sonic, St. Paul AME Church, Texas Pneumatic Tools, Walmart, and WIC. So bring your kids out on Saturday for fun and vendors and food and games. And the best thing of all, it's free. But if you want to make a donation, they will accept it. But it's not required. Okay? And this is a fundraiser for Faith, Hope, and Charity. It's at 405 East 1st Street here in Marlin. And it's Let's Party. Create an Animal Party. 5th Friday of the month of 2018-2019 workshops. So tomorrow, which will be September the 28th, that is the 5th Friday. So they will be doing it tomorrow. Or you can sign up to host a party. You can create your own animal, and it comes with a heart, a tag, a t-shirt, and a birth certificate for the animals. The animals are $15 each. So if you're interested, call Shirley to schedule a party. And her number is 254-644-0296. And this is a fundraiser for Faith, Hope, and Charity. And some of the services that they provide is an after-school program, Christian education, academic tutoring, character building. They help the child, they help the parent, and they help the community. So if you're interested in that, those are the particulars for that. Also, don't forget, this coming up for next month, it will be Murder Mystery Theater. It's going to be a live theater production and dinner, and it's going to be at the Palace Theater. It's on 2 weekends. It's going to be October the 19th and 20th, and also October the 26th and 25th. And the tickets are $35 a person. But that includes a live production, and it also includes the dinner. We're not sure what the dinner will be, but we're saying it's going to be good. And I know the production is going to be really good because
Murder in Marlin.
all the participants have really been practicing, and we have some inside scoop that is going really good. So we're looking forward to that. And also, don't forget the car show that's coming up in Riesel, and that's going to be October the 13th, right?
That's right.
Okay, and if you want to register, it's $20, and they will give away 3 prizes. First prize is $500, second prize is $300, and third prize is $200. And they will also have the Humane Society truck there if you are interested in adopting a pet, and if you want to donate blood, and that's very just coming up to this time, they're asking for donation. The blood mobile will also be there.
Calling all Draculas.
And October the 2nd will be the
National Night Out.
National Night Out, and that will be here in Marlin, and it's going to be all over, but that will be a time for fun and games and food and activities for you and your children. And the police department is the sponsor of that. Anything else that we had to announce?
Dr. Crockett.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Crockett's benefit, that's going to be October the 27th at the BTW Alumni Building, and that's at 216 Fall Street. And they will have a live band that will perform from 7 to 11. It's a BYOB event. You can bring your own bottle. And also, you can dress up in your favorite Halloween costume because it's going to be on October the 27th. That's that Saturday right before Halloween. And it will be $10 for this event. And I'm trying to think. I don't think we had any other announcements, but I did see the circus is coming to town. So I saw that on the Marlin Current event. And I think it said October the 12th.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's October the 12th. So if you're interested in taking your children to the circus or going yourself, you can look that up on the Marlin Current event. And it's been a while since the circus has been in town, so that should be something, pretty nice, I hope. It's going to be out at the football field. That's where they're going to have it. So if you're interested in going to the circus or taking your children, you need to check into that. Okay, we're still working here with our station to get everything going. So, we're just talking at this time. And we may not have talked that much about community sales, but we still have that out there. If you're interested in selling any of the things that you may have around the house that you want to sell, like appliances or books or clothing or a car or anything like that, you can get that information to us. Send us the information on our email, which is KMRLradio@yahoo.com, and we will get that information out. Or you can always call us at 254-275-7476. And what it is just a way to get the word out where you can have a better chance of selling your product. And we will announce it each morning on the Classy C and Crazy Chris morning show. And it's only $1 a day. So if you want it announced for a week, it's going to be $5. And you can have it announced as long as you want until it sells, or till you say, well, I've announced this long enough. I don't think it's going to sell. So it's just up to you. But it's very reasonable, and it's a way to get the word out that you have something that you want to sell. And we'll still also have the field open for advertising. If you would like to advertise your business, you can get in touch with us the same way by emailing us at KMRLradio@yahoo.com, or you can call us at 254-275-7476. Okay, we're still working here with the system. I don't know what's going on. I'm not real technically savvy.
I don't know. It seems like we always have problems.
Yes, I think it's just they're trying to get us down the problems, but we're trying to stay positive. And even though sometimes we make problems, we are still staying positive, and we're still believing.
Yeah, I need to start coming to the studio with a hammer.
Oh, that's not going to be the solution.
Yes, it would.
We certainly will be having problems then if he comes with the hammer and crashes up everything. And then we definitely will be in big trouble, I think. I think he's just saying that.
They got to catch me first.
Oh, they'll catch you. Well, I hope he doesn't do that, because I know we'll be in big trouble then if he does that. And we don't want it to be where we can't get on at all. At least we can get on a little bit now. But I don't know why sometimes I know why, because this stuff is man-made. And anything that's man-made, it can break. It may be new, it can still break. It may be old, it may last longer than the new stuff. Because, the stuff is man-made. Even we as human, we break, and we were made by God. So I'm sure anything that's made by man, it can break also.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Yeah. So we just have to be a little patient to see if we can get everything up and going again.
Yeah, and plus we're having a problem with the internet here. I don't know if everybody else is having a problem with that, but that old damn AT&T.
Yeah, really. I don't know. We're just stuck in a situation here in Marlin where we don't have a lot of options. We got one internet service that you can get, and it's not the best because they won't advance it and bring in the fiber optics of whatever they need to do. They just keep patching it up and patching it up. And we've had our internet here for we've had it a year now, but we've had so much trouble with it. I think we've had about 3 new routers. Haven't we?
At least.
Yeah, we just got one last week. And we had to mail the old one back to them. Send it back by UPS. And now it seems like this would need to be sent back by UPS or something. And the computers, they don't make computers like they used to. When I first started out with computers in 1996, I think that's when we first started out with the internet. My kids, my son, my oldest son was in high school, and they had the internet, and he would rave about it so much at school, what they would be doing. And, Mom, get us the internet, get us the internet. I said, what is that? He says, a way where you can talk to people all over the world, and you can look up anything you want to look up. You don't have to have encyclopedias because they have all the information in there. And at that time, I said, really? So he told me all about it, and we got the little trial CD that they used to set out for AOL or internet, and that's how we ended up getting on. And we got our first computer from Dell, and that computer was really good, really good.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to go to another song break.
Yes.
So we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Your hottest radio station.
Marlin's hottest radio station.
KMRL 90.3 FM. Playing yesterday's favorites.
Yesterday's favorites.
And today's hottest hits.
Today's hottest hits.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
We're back. We hope everything is corrected at this time.
Well, they got it in
They're
what they call a
doing their
temporary lingo,
They're doing
which
their
means
best.
they're going to get us through the show, I hope.
I hope
And then
so.
after that, they'll work on some more. So there might be some interruptions later today as you're listening. So do not be surprised if the transmission is down, up and down a little bit as they get this corrected.
Yes.
Everything is digital now.
Like we said, please bear with us.
Yeah, everything is digital.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. All right. So, anyways, we are going to do the birthdays.
Okay. Let me see if I have any.
Happy birthday to you out there in Marlin or anywhere else.
The people who have a birthday today.
Oh, they are letting us know. By the way, internet people are not able to listen right now.
Oh, really?
The link to listen via internet is temporarily disabled right now. While they figuring all this rest of this stuff out.
And the birthday, okay, the birthday list I have, this is for, Tamika Motkins, Don Williams, he's from Marlin, but I think he lives in Dallas area now.
Is the Mockins related to us?
Well, Tamika is a girl.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my cousin's wife.
That's what I thought.
Eric. Ernest.
Yeah. When
Okay.
I hear the Mockins, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. She is. That's my cousin's wife. And today is her birthday. His birthday was 2 days ago. Eric's. And
They
his
sure have a
twin-
lot of birthdays in the Mockins family this month.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
And the other one is Donnie Williams. And he's from Marlin, but I think, like I say, he lives in the Dallas area. And then we have Darren Sledge. And his wife's birthday was not too long ago. But his birthday is tomorrow. I don't know if they're still out on the cruise or not.
Yes, as of last night they were, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because somebody's daughter says, would somebody, all you Marlin people that are on the cruise, would somebody please tell my mother and father I need to hear from them? Somebody wrote back and said, little girl, go to bed. They're having fun.
Oh, really?
I had to laugh at that one on the Marlin Curtain event. They were talking about it.
Okay, that's all the birthdays I have.
All right, so let's wish them a happy birthday. Let's do our birthday song.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And you know how we do this, don't you?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Come on up, birthday
Here we
song.
go. Birthday song.
It was to all the birthday people.
Yes. Happy birthday to everybody. All right, so next one, since we do it back to back, is our motivational song. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Marlon. So wherever you at, you know how this happens, wherever you at, stand in line, in your car, crank it up, and sing along with us because you know you do. You know you love it. You secretly know it. So here you are on the Class C and Crazy Chris Moore Show, our adopted motivational song for part of the Wake Up Marlin, and here we grow again, Marlin.
I think we need some delicious chocolate pie today.
Is delicious chocolate pie today?
Yes.
Oh, is that the one with the little, what they call silk chocolate pie? The ones that Luby's have?
Yeah, it could be.
Yum, yum. All right, so now you made me hungry. I ought to eat at Luby's today.
Oh, maybe.
After we get out of our appointments.
Maybe.
So anyways, we've been talking about this morning.
We've been talking about the new chief of police.
Yes.
And I saw on the Facebook that Minister Slugger did an interview with two of the police officers and with the police administrator. And they were just asking, his question was, what type of chief of police were they looking for? What were some of the qualities that they want? And if you're interested in hearing what they had to say, you can go on, I think it was up on the current event, and look at their interviews and see what they had to say.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. It was, some of it wasn't exactly how we said it out here, but from what they were saying, my interpretation was, they want somebody who's above reproach also. They didn't exactly say, we didn't want anybody with these clouds hanging over their head. They just said they wanted somebody who the community could look up to. And you can go online and you can look at the interview and you can judge for yourself.
Yeah, it's obviously people are weighing in on the discussion matter of what's going on with this. And it's very interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very interesting to see that there are, even within the own sector of the police force, they're kind of speaking out now about it.
Yeah.
I don't guess that they are in jeopardy of losing their jobs for even speaking about this. Well, they were just saying.
Have you been contacted by anybody?
I have been contacted.
Oh, that was. They were just saying, what they wanted in a police chief. And I think they have a right to say that. They are the police officers.
Holy cow. We actually got we did get our, it took a while, but we did get our prompt.
Weather report.
Yeah, our
teleprompter.
Teleprompter came up, so we can do the weather. We better do it now while we have a chance.
We better do it while we got a chance.
We may be lucky to have it up. Like I said, it's a lot going on with the internet today, and unfortunately, that's part of our business. Yes. Broadcast is the internet because we have that as all our teleprompters that come in. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, today is 79 degrees. Feels like 81. Mm-hmm. With the low of 61 degrees. Mm-hmm. Clouds giving way to the sun, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's only a 16% chance of rain. Tomorrow, it's 85 degrees, 69 for your low. There's some cool temperatures. Mostly cloudy and humid. Winds are gusty from the 12 miles per hour, coming from the north-northeast at 6 miles per hour. And your UV index today is only a 4, so that's moderate. Tonight, it's going to be 61 degrees, partly cloudy and more humid. No chance of rain tonight. 7:19 a.m. was your sunrise. 7:18 p.m. tonight is your sunset. That's 11 hours and 59 minutes of daylight, followed by the moon rises at 9:14 p.m. It sets at 10:35 a.m. with 13 hours and 21 minutes of nightfall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, our next thing, if we can get lucky on this, would be your Texas lottery report. We hope.
If not.
Did you win? I know I won.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh. I played the game. I played the new game I was telling you about. Cash 5. Mm-hmm. Scan my ticket for me, Classy. Classy's going to tell y'all right here live on air what Crazy Chris won on his Cash 5. Mm-mm. As we are waiting for...
You can do it here. Did you get it?
Well, scan the ticket. Here we go. So we're up.
You got it.
Yeah, it's slow. It is kind of working a little better. I guess maybe they're working on. I don't know.
I won on my Cash 5 too.
What?
A free ticket.
Well, let's see what mine says. I'm interested though because I think I won 2 times on there.
Oh, okay.
So Classy's going to scan it. Look like you've been through the war, huh?
Yep.
She's doing it. Right.
It's slow.
Oh, Lord, everything is
It's
slow.
turning.
Everything is slow.
That's why system currently not available. Please try again. That's what it
All right,
said.
we'll try it
All
later on.
these- it may be like once before. I don't know if you were here once before. The phones went out, the cell phones went out, internet went out. We didn't have any outside communication in the city for a while.
Yeah, that happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah, were you here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you had that's what I used to with me and you was still dating at the time, and I couldn't call you till I got out there, and then we couldn't call at all because it was the phone, everything was down.
Yeah, everything.
So
was
I would
down.
just have to kiss you and I say goodbye and hope to God, and it was down for like a week, wasn't it?
No, it
Or
wasn't
3
that
days?
long. It was about a day.
It seemed like it was longer than that, but I remember you couldn't. And if we went anywhere to use the phone, we had to wait till we got out, maybe past Riesel, I think, and then it was working again.
Yeah.
When we were going.
Yeah, we
places.
had trouble. Something.
Yeah,
something
what was up
happened.
with that? They had a main tower.
Something
down,
about the
didn't they?
tower or something.
Wasn't the airplane crashing into it or something?
No, I don't know what it was. I can't remember now, but I know everything was down.
Okay, Powerball last night. Nobody won. It's $213 million. Last night's numbers were 1, 2, 7, 30, 50. Red ball 8. So you have another chance to win Powerball come Saturday night. Maybe it will be you. Texas Lottery, sponsored by KMRL 90.3 FM radio stations, supporting Texas education and veterans and the school districts. Reminding you to play responsibly. Mega Millions for Friday night. Guess what, folks? $336 million. Lotto Texas. Nobody won last night. Imagine that. It's now up to 8.25. That's $8,250,000 up for grabs. Come on, Marlin. Who's going to be the next millionaire? Your numbers last night for that was 6, 13, 18, 30, 48, 49. Tonight's Texas two-step. You could win your $200,000. Last two-step draws were 7, 21, 22, 29. Red ball 13. All or nothing last night. Did you win? 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, and 23. All or nothing numbers for this morning. They're in 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, and 19. That's a mouthful. All right. Pick 3 last night. Whoo, look at that. 726 last night.
Did
726.
you do last night?
Yeah, 726.
No, I'm talking about for the all or nothing.
Yeah, we just did it.
Oh, I thought you did the morning.
No, we did the night first and then the morning.
Okay.
726. This morning's numbers are 637. Look at that. Last night. Look at the difference. Sometimes you got to wonder about these numbers.
Really?
I don't know. And
Only one.
look at yesterday's day draw. They're all hovering around the 7 and the 2s and the 7 and the 6s and
Really?
I don't know. 637 for this morning's. Last night's daily 4 9270. Crazy Chris missed it by 1. I was so peeved. We almost had it last night in Class CC. This morning's 8380. Did you win? And here you go. Cash 5. Guess what? Nobody won.
I got 2.
Your numbers were 5, 8, 9, 14, and 18. 350 people won 81 people won $350. Look how many people won a free cash 5 quick pick. 19,253 players. And 2,174 people won $15. And that was really upsetting to me. I thought I would at least have $15 because my 7 should have been an 8. And I would have had it. Imagine that.
So you didn't get it.
I didn't get the big one. I got 2 out of 5 twice. So I guess they're going to give me 2 tickets.
2 tickets.
All right. So that is your Texas lottery report. Sponsored by KMRL 90.3 Marlin, Texas radio stations. Classy C, what do you got going on?
Oh, I don't have anything going.
Do you have the National Day today?
The National Day today is Popcorn Day.
Oh, I like popcorn.
National Popcorn Day.
Yummy.
So make sure you get your popcorn groove on.
Get your
today.
popcorn. Pop, pop.
I like.
You like home style.
I like home style, but I also like the.
You don't like that sweet one, do you?
I like the kettle corn too.
But do you like that one where they pour the caramel sauce on it?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
But I don't buy that kind. But I like it when you go to different places. I like all three of the popcorn that's in that Christmas can.
I don't know what it is, but the best popcorn is the one that's Cinemark.
Oh, yeah.
When you get the movie popcorn, it's something going on with that movie popcorn.
I don't know. It's maybe because
It's good. Buttery, salty.
It's so expensive.
That's why it's good.
Okay, here's some more things they have. Because today is the 27th, right?
Yes, ma'am, all day long.
Okay, they have on here also National Scarf Day.
Oh, Lord.
To wear your scarves. National Crush a Can Day.
That ought to be very easy at the bars.
National Chocolate Milk Day.
Ooh, yum, yum. I'm going to buy me some.
And National Corned Beef Hash Day.
Corned beef hash? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Do you like corned beef?
Mm-mm.
I
No.
do. You ain't from the country if you don't like some corned beef hash.
They don't have that in the country.
Right. So there you have the National Day today.
Yeah, that's all the National Day.
Where are all our callers this morning?
Really?
254
They're out there
275 7476. Call in and voice your opinion about the Skaman versus, what's his name?
Zachary.
Zachary.
But like I told you last night on the TV, I saw they didn't have Skaman in there anymore.
Oh, so they
only had that Zachary.
Oh, I see.
And they said they're having a meeting tomorrow. I guess it's a council meeting to bring up his name to see what everybody thinks about that. But like I said, nobody called in to say. I'm going to try to look on the current event and see if they put.
I think the only problem we're
anything.
experiencing right now is just some low internet problems because it looks like everything else is up running. Look at that. That's good when you see that. See it?
Oh, yeah.
It's everything looking good as of right now.
Yeah.
They are working on it. So they're getting stuff looking good in the neighborhood.
I see that the hearing, maybe nobody is calling because the hearing about Kavanaugh and the woman that accused him is going on right now. That's what was coming up on my
Your little mini
phone.
teleprompter.
Yeah. That's what's going on now. And that woman who they hired to interview her is interviewing now. And I'm just looking at some of the stuff that people say, yeah, that's real evidence she's presenting there. And that's what else that they're saying. Stand with women. They stand with women. I believe Christine Ford. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of them is believing her.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't they? This guy looks like a lying creep.
He does look like a creep.
And what about the other guy holed up in the hotel? Is he still up in there?
Yeah, they didn't bring him forward.
What is him? Judge? His name is Judge.
Mark Judd.
Well, he's probably drunk himself silly by now.
I don't know. They say he's a recovering
How many
alcoholic.
little bottles of champagne do they put in those hotel rooms?
You remember the? Did you ever see the movie with Denzel when he was a pilot
Yes.
and he was doing good, and they put him in that hotel room with that little refrigerator
Full
that
of
was stocked
alcohol.
with liquor.
Yes.
Oh man,
He lost a good career over that, didn't he?
he was so drunk when he came that day.
Yeah, that was a good movie, though.
That was very good.
Might have to see that again now.
I forgot the name of it, but
Oh, yeah.
what was the name of it?
Shoot, don't get me.
I don't forgot, but
I just remember,
that.
I can't remember the one. I know the other one where he was trying to stop the train in Philadelphia was good. Was it Man on Fire? I don't know. See, there's so many he's done that I can't even recall anymore.
Oh, they saying, the Republicans, because it's nothing on their side but a whole bunch of white guys, mostly older white guys. So they hired.
Does that surprise you?
No, but it shouldn't be like that because that's not how America is. That's why I think they need to vote a lot of these old senators out. I don't know why the people just keep voting for them and voting for them.
I'm going to tell you this.
It's just like they think that these people were just made to stay in these positions.
I'm going to tell you this.
All their lives.
I'm going to tell you this, and I may be stepping on someone's toes this morning, but it is the truth, and think about what I'm saying, and I feel like I have a right to say it. But and it's my opinion, basically, but it is factual to me. But you will see that from history will show you, and we know this is a fact. There were no
There were no what?
There were no black. Like when they sat down and did the Constitution and wrote up the Declaration of Independence, there were no black folks in the room. There was no people sitting on that board.
Well, they didn't even at that time. They didn't even consider black folks.
That's what I'm
human.
that's what I'm getting there.
They were considered 3/4 of a human.
Well, they were slaves and stuff. But what I'm saying is, they were never included from the beginning of all this. From the time they said America's first birthday, happy 4th of July, and we're going to sign the Declaration of Independence, and you're the first president, George Washington. And when they started all this, Congress, Senate stuff, that's how it started. They never included black folks in it. So today they feel like, and they used to wear those white wigs over their heads and stuff, they don't feel like today they should include black folks. But technically they know somewhere along they have to. So you have White House interns stuff. And we are so blessed and thankful, and we know that was God's movement, that we had Obama in the White House. But if they didn't want him in there either. But they don't want black folks. They can't keep them out of the serving in the government sector now, but they will try to push it back as much as they can.
The thing is, people just keep voting the same old people. Yes, they keep voting.
It's repetitional.
They just keep voting these same old white guys in.
Some of them.
Why don't they stop voting?
Some of them are so dang old, and I'm surprised somebody said they had one guy in a hospital bed trying to get up there in the Senate because he didn't want to miss out, and he's collecting that good check ticket. But this is the thing I'm saying: there should be a limitation. They give you 2 terms for presidency. They give you terms just like for what is it? Governor? Is there terms on that? Or you could be governor for...
Well, you see how long Rick Perry was governor here in
I don't
Texas.
think there's any statute of limitation for that, is there?
I don't know. But the reason why they gave a term on presidency, because Roosevelt just kept getting elected. He was the president for like 16 years. My mother said all through her childhood, he was the president.
Theodore?
So that's... whichever Roosevelt it was.
Yeah, either Theodore or Teddy Roosevelt. I can't remember.
It was one of them, but that's when they started putting the term limits on it and
Theodore.
said it could only be 2 terms. But they need to have had term limits for the Senate a long time ago.
Yes.
Because these people that's in there now, they were in there when it was segregation. And I don't care what they said. Their mindsets are still the same.
Yes.
They need to be out of there. That's not how America is now.
40 and 50 years in there is too long.
That's just too long. Just like Thurman. He stayed in there till he was 100.
He sure did.
Why did people keep electing?
And didn't want to leave then.
Why do they keep electing the people now? And, he was back there when it was the KKK and he was all in that. But he had a black child. And we didn't find out about that.
What?
Yes. He had a daughter.
Don't they all keep that in the closet though?
Yeah, he had a daughter with the black lady. And once he got on his deathbed, then we started knowing about it. But the woman was like 60 years old then. But I just think they just need to start voting these people out.
I think
after they've been in there about 8 years, 2 terms, just like the president.
Well,
vote them out of there.
If they don't want to relinquish all of it up, then maybe even 12 to 16 years would be the max. Even.
That's too long.
Well, I think it is, but better than 40 and 50 years,
That's
Class
too
C.
long.
They're not going to just come down from being infinite in there down to 2 terms. I'm going to tell you that right now.
They will if we start voting them out.
But how do we get that on the ballots?
We don't have to get it on the ballots. When they come up, don't vote for them anymore.
But you have to still vote for somebody on that ballot.
Well, they need to get other
and
people
they just
to
shift
run.
around.
They need to get other people to run.
That's
because
what I'm saying.
They make this a lifetime and they never change their stance on anything. That's just like I was saying. They have hired this woman to come in and do the questioning because it's all old white men on the Republican side.
Yes.
So now this woman, she's an attorney, and they said one of her things is she got some priest off from he had molested some boys and she got him off, because she's one of those type of sex crime attorneys. But it just I don't think that even like they said the Supreme Court justice, I don't know if that's how it started off at first, that they had a lifetime commitment. I don't think they ought to have.
Yeah, but
a
where
lifetime.
did they come up with that? Is it somewhere written in the law book somewhere that they can run infinite terms? I don't think.
Well, they don't have any term limit. And if you don't have any term
who
limit,
established that? George Washington? Somebody had to establish
no, George Washington didn't establish it. That's just like George Washington didn't establish that the president only has 2 terms. It's whoever was in the Congress at that time.
Well,
and whenever you are making the rules, you make the rules like you want to. Because just like they vote themselves a raise whenever they want to.
Do we have any long-standing, I mean, just like we're talking about these white folks up in, do we have any black Senate or Supreme leaders that have been in there long-term?
The only black senators we have is 3.
That's what I'm asking.
And one, Cory Booker, got in there because somebody left. And then they got one black senator from South Carolina that he got in there because he was appointed by the governor. And then they got one black senator from California, Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
She just was elected. We only got 3.
So 3 out of 300.
And 3 out of 50.
Oh, Lord.
3 out of 100, I mean, because isn't it, 3 out of 100.
Just like a jury.
That don't make any sense.
It's always like that with a jury. You have 7 whites and 3 blacks.
It's not always like that. It depends on where you're picking the jury from. It depends on where you're picking them from. That's just like
it's never fair, Class C. It's never fair.
It is fair if the people have their mind set right. But what I'm saying, these people are too old. They need to be out of there. And I know they don't want to do age discrimination, but to me, 70, 72, 73-year-olds are too old to be president.
Go home. Spend time with your grandkids. You do not need to be up in there trying to make decisions on the country when you can't even remember to take your medications.
I think they're too old.
They are. They're fossils.
Look at all the stuff that they have to do. And they talking about Trump, and he can't even remember things. And they got to try to sneak behind him and steal stuff off his desk and all this type of stuff. That just doesn't make any sense. Why would you? I don't know. But I think they need to vote a lot of these old people out of there because they're too old. They're not in touch with reality. They just want to be up there making rules and only making rules for themselves. Now, they voted that they wasn't going to give the federal workers a raise, but the Senate votes that they get a raise, So when you over your own raises, you can vote it in and out whenever you want to.
And they just constantly, every 6 months, seem like they're voting for a raise.
No, it's not every 6 months, but whenever they want to.
Well, they do what they want, and they do spend a lot of money. They take big lavish trips. They take summer breaks from Congress, and they do whatever they want to do.
They get the longest breaks in the world.
Longer than the school districts.
Nobody works that few hours and get that much pay. And when we retire, we get a percentage of what we were making, 70, 80% of what they get 100% of what they were already making. Like if some of them are making $150,000, they'll get that for the rest of their life till they die.
Aren't they exempt from taxes?
No, they're not exempt from taxes.
I know there's some exceptions they get for being up there.
They're not exempt from taxes. But just like the people always say, how are they getting so rich? Because they showed the Speaker of the House, when he started out, I think they make like $170,000. Now he's worth 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million. How are they getting all that when their income is only $170,000?
I was going to ask you, how much was their income a year for being something like that?
Yeah.
It must be phenomenal.
No, it's about like that.
But like you say, where did he get the extra growth?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe he's investing.
He ain't investing nothing.
They stealing.
They stealing. And plus, they get lavish stuff. They don't have to pay. They don't pay for a lot of things. They get over a lot of times.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, they get over a lot
They
of
just
times.
bill it to the taxpayer
And then,
somehow.
when they go out to speak, they get speaking engagement money, and stuff like that.
They order Domino's pizza.
But I think it still ought to be term limited because it doesn't make any sense. Them same old men are still up there. When Anita Hill was making her plea about being sexually harassed, some of them same old men are still up there.
Yeah, and that's why we continually have the same problems and the same outcome with our laws, because it's the same folks that are vetoing the same.
The one I can't stand is that Republican on the that's the leader of the Senate. What's his name? McConnell. Ugh.
Oh, the way he talks.
Oh, I cannot stand him.
Kind of draws his mouth to the side.
No, he don't draw it to the side. But just like he was saying the other day, my proudest moment is when I looked Obama in the eye and told him he wasn't appointing a Supreme Court justice. You know how they did.
Oh, yeah.
He had plenty of time to appoint somebody and get them confirmed, but they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it.
And it's like they take great pride in what in just being an ass, literally. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to a quick song break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what we're talking about, and then we'll do a recap on our announcements. And we miss anything today?
We didn't do any crazy news.
Oh yeah, we'll do some crazy news for Fridays.
Yeah.
Show, and then we'll have. Then by that time, it'll be after we talk a little more. When we come back, then it'll be time for Class C's final word for the day.
Okay.
All right, so keep it tuned. You're listening to the
Classy C at Crazy Chris Morning Show.
Lord have mercy. Let's do a little George Strait.
We talk so much we forget where we are. Okay.
KMRL 90.3 FM radio station presents
The Classy C and Crazy Chris Morning Show.
FM.
Keep it locked right here on Marlin's hottest radio station.
Marlin's hottest
We
radio
want to thank
station.
you for listening to the Classy C 90.3 FM, playing yesterday's favorites
Yesterday's favorites.
and today's hottest hits.
Today's
Alrighty.
hottest hits.
Good. We're back.
We're here.
We're here.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
All right.
So
we've been talking about some stuff.
Yes, we've been talking about
A lot of stuff.
stuff that's going on here in Marlin, and I have an update on that. The city council meeting where they will be discussing the police chief, I think it's Zachary, they're going to be discussing. That's going to be tomorrow, Friday, September the 28th, and it will be at 6:15 p.m. at the City Hall. So everyone out there who's interested and who wants to have a opinion or want to know what's going on with the city with the chief of police, please be there at that meeting tomorrow at 6:15. And it was put out there by the mayor. That's the time of the meeting. I hope we can be there.
Yeah, and when is this meeting?
Tomorrow, Friday,
Okay, at what time?
6:15.
We could be there.
Yeah, because I don't think we have an appointment or anything.
We could probably take our video camera,
Oh, I don't know.
or should we just take our audio?
We can take our audio or just take our phone and do it like that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
you can do it on your phone also.
Yeah, because it's probably limited to as far as spacing goes. And,
Yeah, it is. It's not that big in there, but
yeah, I know.
you know, if you get there on time, you may can find a seat. Because I know you don't want to be standing up all that time.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no, we'll have to go early.
we may find a seat at the back or something.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we've been talking about this morning, Class C.
Just talking about everything.
So we have
We talked about
10 minutes. So
We'll just continue to talk about what we've been talking about. I guess talked about the chief of police position. Then we were talking about what's going on with the Supreme Court.
I know what we did
hearings.
talk about.
What?
Somebody has a show tonight.
Oh, yes. Tonight is Let's Chat with Classy C. And hopefully everyone will be listening and call in. Call in so we can get a good discussion going.
Hopefully they'll have this crap fixed out.
Hopefully everything will be fixed by tonight and we won't have this trouble. But I'm not sure exactly what we'll be talking about tonight. So much is going on. By that time, I'm sure the hearing will be over, what they were having today with Kavanaugh and with Dr. Ford. So maybe we'll talk about some of that, or talk about some of the issues that's going on in the city. But we will be having a show tonight. Let's Chat with Classy C, and that will be at 8 p.m. Tonight. It's from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's an hour show, but it will give us time to talk. And if we're really talking and we got people calling in, we won't even have a lot of song breaks, maybe one or two little short ones, because we want to get the conversation going, and we want your voice to be heard, and we want to get your opinion out there.
Yeah, the production team wants you to know that they are processing yesterday's show.
And hopefully it'll be up on YouTube later on today.
They said about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. That's what they say.
About 20 minutes it should be up, even though the internet is kind of slow. We are working with some slow internet.
Yeah.
I know there's got to be some other people in the area that got to be experiencing it. It can't just be us.
Because, being that we have the phone connected to the internet, it's been really slow today also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we have service.
Yeah.
It's just something is not right with it.
I wonder why it's so slow. We didn't call in to see if it was a known problem. You know how sometimes you have to call in and they'll tell you it's a known problem.
We'll recheck on that.
Yeah.
When we get off the air. Anyway, so Class C show is tonight. Between sometime after show for the next little while, there might be some interruptions with the transmission. They want us to let y'all know that. So the radio may be down off and on. Don't panic.
We'll be back.
We'll be back on the air, I'm sure. And they're going to try to get all that fixed. And they say maybe need some updates. And then, of course, a lot of it is internet. It's affecting the systems. Everything's digital, folks. Everything in the station is digital. Everything is all digital. Everything. We don't. Rail stations do not run and operate with tape decks. And
not
vinyl
like
records no more.
It's not like how it used to be.
Everything is computerized, and believe it or not, just like even in the casino, everything is run off of Windows. Mm-hmm. I hate to say that, and that's it's a good thing when it runs good, but it's bad when it has problems.
Yeah.
So.
And everything is digital, and a lot of things that's involved is through the internet. The internet is a necessity. I don't see how some people still are not on the internet.
I don't know.
I got some friends that, they are still not on the internet.
I have a living parent has never had internet in their house their entire life ever. And honestly, she has never used a computer.
And she's not that old.
Well, I won't say she ain't never used a computer. She did when she was manager, so she might have been on the internet. I think she had to when she was working for Sears, when she was management. I'm sure they had the internet. They had to when she was a manager. So she probably had some access, but she's green when it comes to. She really didn't mess with that. I mean, they never had a computer.
I got friends, and one of my friends, she had a computer, but she never did get on the internet.
Oh, I had a computer when I was growing up, but they would not let me have internet.
Let alone, you know how now everybody is kind of dating on the internet. That's the way you meet people. But there's still some people now that are so afraid of the internet. They still paying their bills the old-fashioned way. They still not meeting anybody, because you're not meeting anybody if you're living in a small town. And if you're not trying to meet them through the internet, unless it's just some people that come here, or you may be a teenager or whatever. But when you get to a certain age, it's just not a lot of people your age that's available. So, meeting through the internet is a way to meet someone.
Speaking about internet, it was in the news yesterday that they are splitting the internet.
Oh, really?
It's going to become two different internets.
Oh.
That's what they say by 2024, I think. It will be two internets. I don't understand how or why they're doing that, but they said there'll be two different versions. I think one is China. It's going to have their own internet service.
Oh, okay.
They're branching off from Google. There'll be their own independent World Wide Web, but it'll be internet that people can get on. So I don't know. I don't think I want any part of that.
And then how we do it now, we don't even have satellite TV. We doing all our TV program through the internet. With the Netflix and the Philo and Hula,
Yeah, but see, the thing is, when it goes down, so does all your programs.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is bad. Mm-hmm. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
So.
But the satellite goes down, too.
Yeah, but, I didn't have much
perfect.
problems with it. The one thing I can say, I didn't like it when I lived in Killeen. I really didn't like it. But the only thing that I did like was the internet provider I had. I had 100 megabytes versus in Marlin you can only get 10. So think about it, it's 10 times faster than. I never had I think one or two times I ever had any issues, and it was minor, and it was. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, the internet.
What about
was
Temple? You live in Temple. What was that? Did you have good internet?
Yeah, internet's good there. Waco's got good. The problem is it's fiber optics. They upgrade. Marlin could have all this if they come out. And I talked to AT&T. They have the old copper lines, and that's why they go down a lot. If they would come out here and invest finally for us and put fiber optics, we would have speeds of 100 megabytes per second here, which would be a blessing for Marlin to have fast internet, and we would not be having these problems.
And I don't know why they don't want to invest.
And stuff like this would go in a matter of 30 seconds.
They are the monopoly, so they're going to make their money back.
And I wanted to tell the guy last night, it's not like AT&T don't have the money to come out and do this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why are they suffering out on the small communities? Because they feel like, we don't need to bust them.
They feel like that's good enough.
Because they're not making their money with the big businesses. They want box businesses, big box business.
But that's just the way of, I'm sorry to say, that's the way of the United States. They're just greedy. Just greedy. Don't want to help the little towns, the little people. They just want to help the big businesses and the rich people. Just like that tax cut or tax bill or whatever they claim they got. It's not helping us. They tell me, oh, you going to see $1,000. You ain't seeing nothing. And they seeing thousands and thousands and millions. The 1% is getting all the big bonuses out of, and we ain't getting nothing.
We were supposed to have
tax bill, whatever it is.
We were supposed to have free internet. Everybody was supposed to. The internet was supposed to be free for.
Yeah, they
for
ain't gonna let you have nothing.
The
free.
Republicans cut it off. They vetoed the bill. If the Democrats were already pushing that through under the Obama administration, we would have had free internet.
Yeah.
Meaning that AT&T would not be able to charge you. They would have to provide it. If you had a phone service, the internet would come automatically for free, and it wouldn't be a separate charge. You just pay whatever the phone is. The phone is only like $20. So
Yeah.
imagine getting your internet, top quality, high speed internet, with your phones for $20.
But the people, they don't want to give you nothing for free. Can't even get an air for free.
Or if you buy your own router, they have to connect you for free because it's a service they have to offer.
I'm telling you.
But they'll probably never do it now because they're making too much money on the internet.
Yeah.
Look at the phones. Look at your phone providers. They don't want to give you unlimited data. They want to charge it because they know people are data hogs. We're using Facebook,
That's just like
YouTube. These
cell
things
phones.
will run up your data.
I don't know why cell phones have to be the way they are, like you said, because they're getting a certain rate, but it's got to be something more. They're just greedy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They
So
always want more.
the phone companies are taking away your unlimited data plans.
You paying for, if you're paying $99 a month, but then if you go one bite over or whatever they call it, then they want to charge you another $15.
But here's the thing I don't understand. Like you say, the phone bills, you said $99 a month. It's $100 a month, isn't it? That we
Yeah.
pay. Right now, you have unlimited internet. You know it's not the best that has had a problem with AT&T for 40.
No, with the phone.
I'm
I
sorry.
think ours is like $80.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, our internet through AT&T is $40 a month.
Yeah, and then the phone is another 25 or whatever.
You're not listening. Listen to me. The bill with AT&T is cheaper than the phone bill with Verizon.
Yeah,
And we have unlimited internet at the house.
yeah.
But you don't have unlimited plan with this.
No.
So for $100 a month on your cell phones, they ought to be unlimited data is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If you could get
That's the
free
same
unlimited,
thing.
if you get free internet, unlimited internet use at your house, you're not on no internet, but you just buy internet, $40 a month, whatever it is, $50 a month. That's it. You pay your bill every month. You just
That's the same
Why
thing
can't
I
the
was
phones be
saying.
the same way?
Because they started out with some kind of thing where you got to pay so much, and I don't know why. You know, because they have the towers, they have the whatever.
They claim
but they found out a
claim
way
that
they can make more money.
Well, they claim they can't offer it unlimited because they said it would probably crash their tower because of the millennials are always on the phones with the social media and the texting. So they say if they charge for it, it cuts down on their usage. But I don't believe that they could crowd them up because you claim you have how many towers Verizon claims they have in America? Over 2 million towers or 2,000 towers or whatever they claim it was, 4,000. I don't know. It was in the thousands.
I don't know.
So,
But I think our time is winding down. We could be talking and talking.
yeah.
But the whole thing is they're greedy.
Yeah. Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick song break. When we come back, Class C will have our final say.
Yeah.
Because we are getting close to that threshold. You're right.
Yeah, and we're trying to stay within our time frame.
All
We're
right.
only going over a little because we were having
Yeah.
some technical
All right. So
difficulties.
we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. The
Don't
closure
go
of the
anywhere.
show.
We'll be back.
KMRL 90.3 FM radio station presents
The Classy C and Crazy Chris Morning Show. You're listening to KMRL 90.3 FM.
KMRL 90.3 FM.
Keep it locked right here on Marlin's hottest radio station.
Marlin's hottest radio station.
KMRL 90.3 FM. Playing yesterday's favorites
Yesterday's favorites.
and today's hottest hits.
Today's hottest hits.
We want
Okay, we're
All
back.
right. Here we are.
Yeah, we're here.
We are back.
We are back.
And it is that time, isn't it?
Yes.
So, we got through it.
Yes.
We
We
got-
made it through.
We got through it today. So,
Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow.
yeah, I think it will be.
Oh, maybe the internet won't be messing up tomorrow.
Hopefully we'll get everything
I think
straight
that
out.
it has something to do with it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
But anyways, Marlon, we hope you have a great day. We'll
Yeah,
see
have a
you
great
tomorrow
day.
for Friday. Look for the show from yesterday uploaded. And don't forget to tune in tonight for Classy C's.
Let's chat with
Her show.
Classy C.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
chat with Classy C. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, thank you for allowing us to come into your homes and your life once again today. And please overlook our just short little problems we were having. We just keep trying and trying and trying until we get best, better, best. And we just appreciate everything that the people in the community are doing and listening to us and supporting us. And remember to get your voices heard. Thank you for tuning in, and like always, keep it locked and tuned to 90.3 FM. Tell everyone you know and everyone you see. Have a great day.
We want to thank you for listening to the Classy C and Crazy Chris Morning Show.
You can catch the show Monday through Fridays
Live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
on KMRL 90.3 FM.
Marlin's hottest radio station.
We want to thank you for listening to the Classy C and Crazy Chris Morning Show.
You can catch the show Monday to Fridays. Live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Only on KMRL 90.3 FM.
Marlin's hottest radio station.